Business leaders and intellectual business community, we continue our discussion today. Does a CEO network really work? And still with us, Jan Vistisen. He is the Executive Director of Executive Global Network in Singapore. And EGN is a global network based in Denmark, right, Jan?
Correct,
right.
Based in Denmark.
So we have a brief about EGN itself. But Jan, that is, your position is the Executive Director of this network, right? And you organize this network.
Right.
How do you see the response of the members regarding what you offered? I mean, you've been successful as EGN as a whole to gather about 5,000 people. It must be some benefits for them. What are actually the benefits that they enjoy?
Actually, we wanted to ask our members here in Asia how they felt the benefits had been for them. So we sent out a questionnaire a short while ago to members in Singapore and members in Indonesia, in Australia. And remember, we are a fairly young organization still in Asia. So actually about 60% of the respondents had only been members for less than 1 year. 1 year is not a long time to experience. But we had quite a few, about 30% have been members for more than 2 years. So those members were really somebody who indeed had tried and tested the membership for quite a number of years. An interesting observation was we asked them, who instigated your membership? Did you become a member because your company sent you, or did you become a member because you wanted to yourself? And I think a network is a very personal thing, and actually 2/3 of our members responded that I personally took the responsibility to become a member, and I personally paid for it.
Is it common for any other network, or is this specific for EGN network? I mean, many, let's say, network organizations, they, the membership is on behalf of the company, so anybody can represent the company. But is this specific for EGN, that mostly private?
It is a unique feature of ours, because we believe that in order to learn from each other, in order to open up and ask hard questions, then you need to know who you're in the same room with. You need to trust these people that you sit together with. And you don't want new people all the time. You want a group that is of faces you recognize, so you can actually ask the real questions. Say, I have a problem in my company, so you want to trust people.
All right.
So therefore, it's a personal membership more than it's a company membership.
Okay.
Of course, the company.
So because the let's say the candidate members knows the mission of EGN, then mostly are personal initiatives. Yeah.
That's right. Because the individual CEO says, I'm a very lonesome person. I need to have a strong network.
I see.
But of course, what he learns also benefits the company.
Yeah. So you can say that EGN is more on the private network, individual network rather than company's network. Right?
Yes. We don't allow, for example, members to be substituted. It's a personal membership, and the members in a group approve new members coming into the group.
Right.
Because we want to make sure there are no conflicts of interest. There are no competing companies. Your biggest customer is not sitting there, or your biggest supplier.
Yeah.
So we need to create a platform where you can speak frankly and open.
Okay.
That's very important.
Jan, do you think that those networks with the company representation is not as good as those with individual representation?
There are many different types of networks, as you mentioned. And I think it is not so much the question of how much you network and who you network with. It is what you get out of your networking. And I personally am a member of many organizations, Chamber of Commerces, various country organizations or business associations. And generally speaking, it's a little bit on the surface. You go and you listen to a nice speaker, and everybody thank you very much afterwards, and then the floor is opened up for questions. But nobody asks any questions, at least not serious questions about their own business, because they don't know who the other people in the room are. So it's a good way to learn something, but it's not a good way to solve your own problems.
I see.
There you need a much more private, confidential forum where you can exchange knowledge. And therefore I think it is a personal thing.
Okay, so you mean that EGN is different than the other network because it's the depth of connection between the members are different than the other networks.
I think many networks or organizations you join are industry associations, and they're excellent networks to join if you want to go in and try to change the policy of a government.
I see.
So you have an industry group like a shipping association trying to change the rules and regulation of the country, and that's very, very good for that. But if it's a personal thing, a problem, a challenge you have in your company, you don't go to an industry association to discuss that.
All right.
You take that into your network group.
So this is a personal network. Yeah. The benefits must be more on the personal, right?
Well, first of all, and that goes for any executive, you learn something new and then you apply it in your company. So actually the benefit eventually accrues to the company.
All right. So what are the benefits, Jan, that your members...
Well, when we asked our members what they actually felt they got out of it, almost half of them said that we learn new things.
All right.
We learn about new methods. We solve problems which we have in our business. I can bring a case to the meeting and I can ask the members for solutions. And therefore I learn from the other members. And so learning is clearly the biggest benefit that our members get out of it. Secondly, they like to meet new people. As I said before, sometimes you tend to meet always the same people in the same circles. But here all of a sudden you're exposed to a new group of people, which is very, very refreshing. And third on the list is actually just pure networking. That sort of comes on the third on the list. So learning new things. And
what do you mean by pure networking?
Pure network is you meet people, you chit-chat, you rub shoulders, you have a drink and you move around. But you don't actually learn that much from that. Right. It's a conversation you have.
It's the relationship, but not the content.
Well, of course it's the content. It's the fact that you can actually ask real questions and get real answers from people you trust.
I see.
That's where the main value comes out.
I see.
We have an example for the CEO for Oracle in Singapore, very senior managing director Frank Koo, and he said in a testimony, I have learned things in EGN that have improved the performance of Oracle Singapore. Now, he may have paid a few $1,000s for his membership, but I think if he was able to improve the performance of Oracle Singapore, and he would mention it, then that has been worth a lot of money to that company.
All right. Okay. From the 3 benefits in this article mentioned, the private information, and then the access to diverse sets of skills and knowledge, and then power. EGN serve which part is the best?
I think first and foremost number 2, and secondly number 1. I think we talked about acquiring skills, solving problems, learning new methods, and that is what happens every day in EGN.
So you mean the members of EGN can learn from other members of EGNs the things that they've never had before. And
what is unique in the way we put things together is that when you're a member of a group, you don't have 20 other people sitting there from your same industry. So everybody comes from different industries, and as I said, you don't have competitors, so you get views from different angles. You tend to surround yourself with people from your own business or from your own company, and you pretty much know the answers to the question before you ask them. But here you don't know how a person in a totally different industry might look at your problem.
I see.
And that is where you really get a lot of inspiration for how to solve your problem.
Is that also mentioned in your member survey?
Very much so. The fact that it's diverse is very important. If you're in shipping and you want to meet shipping people, you go to the shipping association, and then you discuss policies. But if you have personal issues with your company, then you don't go to the shipping association. You go to your own network group where you trust people. I see.
So the access to diverse skill set was mentioned clearly in your survey of members. that is mentioned here, yeah, that according to the survey done by Jan, that the members said that they can get advice from fellow practitioners rather than consultants. Yeah. So consultants usually they advise you to do things that they've never done before. But practitioners, they advise you to do, they tell you the things that the current and practical. But then number two, the opportunity and ideas to improve companies' products. Sometimes if you talk about the products in the same industries, maybe they don't want to give you more ideas, or they are just used to the products. They have no new ideas about the product. And then getting the views of others that can be used as input our own decisions. I think this is very important, that we can test our decisions towards our friends that are not paid by us as consultants. Otherwise consultants will try to please you. Oh, your decision is very good.
Maybe I can give you an example.
Yeah.
But what is very often used in our groups is that the CEO, he is preparing his strategic plan for the next year, his budget, and before he's going to show it to his board, or he's going to show it to his regional office, or what it is, he likes just to run it by a group of people for to check that it makes sense, it is logical, and even people outside the industry understand it.
Alright, so Jan, we will talk about this later on, because this is also considering the confidentiality of a company, whether this is covered in your network or not. Business leaders and intellectual business community, we have to take another break. So please SMS to 0896 times 788 if you want to participate by asking questions or giving opinions to this program. See you in the next segment.